The young ibex won't live through the night. Even with an ample supply of food, not all of the wolf pups survived their first year. The meat lasts them just one day. High up in their cliffside dwellings, the rest of the herd settles in for the night. But the desert never sleeps. Creatures of the day trade places with those of the night. A red fox discovers the remains of the ibex mother. He turns his back on the carcass for just a moment. Not a smart move in a place rife with scavengers. A striped hyena zeroes in on the find. It's been a while since its last meal. It makes short work of the carcass. The fox lost a meal, but not its life. A bargain out here. In the fall, birds flock to the region. Thousands of storks and birds of prey darken the skies above the Judean desert. The birds pass through as they migrate between the converging continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa. The cliffs that protect the ibex provide energy for the birds. The vertical walls cause a powerful updraft that lifts storks to cruising altitude and sends them on their way. By now, the young ibex are navigating the cliff daily and have mastered their acrobatic skills. Something's coming fast on their heels. An intruder of sorts. It's a young male. A victim of raging hormones. His timing's off. The females won't be receptive for another few weeks. So they're not the least bit interested or impressed. The girls are waiting for the real men to show up. Fall brings the rut, the season when males duke out their mating rights. These boys have traveled miles to find a mate. They enter the canyon like prize fighters, full of machismo and bravado. The first job? Run off all the guys with no chance. Most of the young guys know when to throw in the towel. The big guys start checking out which females are ready to mate. A scent of a female's urine will tell if she's receptive or not. Males check for this by curling their lips and exposing their palate to the urine. After a second look, the male evidently decides that this female isn't quite ready. He goes in search of another. Among ibex, the language of love is a subtle thing. A little dance and a bit of tongue wagging. If they get it wrong, the lady will let them know. This male looks like a winner, but that would be too easy. A young stranger swaggers onto the scene. He's about the same size as the dominant male. The stakes are high. Only one of these males may have the chance to mate. On the rocks, an uphill advantage can influence the outcome. Their horns and skull have empty spaces, perhaps to absorb blows and prevent major head injuries. The challenger on the left is no pushover. The dominant male shows signs of exhaustion. It's not his first fight of the season, and he needs a victory. All across the desert, male ibex have been engaged in mating wars for weeks. They don't even stop to eat. They have one goal, but many tests. To succeed, some must win a series of battles, each one potentially deadly. The collapse of one fighter usually ends the battle. And whoever emerges victorious is crowned this year's King of the Hill. He'll go after the females in the area, one by one, attempting to impregnate them all. After each try, he appears to guard his prize in case another male tries to horn in. He won't move on until his rival leaves. But he will move on. And on. Where victory invigorates, defeat only drains. A vanquished opponent, worn out from battle, collapses in exhaustion. The rest of the males ascend the cliffs.